Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Now, I think people misunderstand or misconstrue what overrated or overglorified means. Like, for example, Michael Jordan was never overrated. As much as I can't stand that prick, I mean, he wasn't overrated. He was more of overglorified to me. And what I mean by that is, he's made bigger than what he was. And that's just me. If you liked it, Michael Jordan, then that's you. But me, he was okay. He wasn't my cup of tea. But when you talk about overrated, it's where a player was drafted or a player is put up there, but he's being promoted or pushed more than what he should be. Like for me, LeBrownies is overrated. That's what I would consider overrated. A guy who's had so much help in his career but's only managed 4 rings out of 6 tries, that's just terrible to me. Whereas Kobe Bean Bryant, to me, was very underrated, especially being drafted at the 11th or 12th overall or 13, and nobody saw him coming because everyone thought it was going to be Ray Allen. Ray Allen was supposed to be the guy. Wasn't supposed to be Kobe out of that draft. Kerry Kittles was picked over him too. Nobody had Kobe Bean Bryant like he is now. We didn't see that coming. So that's why when people say he's overrated, I'm like, how? That doesn't make any sense. After Michael Jordan left, he was our Michael Jordan. No matter how much you hate him, he was the Michael Jordan of his era. He was the best. Tony Parker, Tim Duncan, all of them, Dirk Nowitzki, all of them said he was the best. So no matter what you dumb fans say or delusionists say, you're still going to look stupid. Now, I keep hearing that Trae Young is overrated. And I'm like, pertaining to what? Pertaining to what? If we look at like all the point guards, like for example, you have Luka Doncic. I wouldn't put Trae Young over Luka Doncic. That's just facts. I wouldn't put him over Damian Lillard. I wouldn't put him over Steph Curry. I wouldn't put him over Kyrie Irving. I wouldn't put him over Chris Paul. I wouldn't put him over De'Aaron Fox. I wouldn't put him over Drew Holiday or Mike Conley. But I would put him over LaMelo Ball. I would put him over Jamal Murray. Russell Westbrook, I'm not sure, but I would put him slightly over Westbrook right now, but I'm not sure. Westbrook to me is a monster. I wouldn't put him over DeJounte Murray from San Antonio. But that doesn't mean he's overrated. Like, the guy's impact is amazing. I wouldn't put him over John Moran either. So if I have my point guard list, like we have the best point guard, well, so-and-so they call them point guards. Some of them are really shooting guards, but the best point guard right now, I would say is Kyrie Irving. I say it would be Kyrie. Just the things that he's been doing is just amazing. Then number 2, I would go Damian Lillard. Number 3, I would most likely go Chris Paul. you got to give it to Chris Paul. He has the Phoenix Suns dangerous. So number 4, I probably would go with De'Aaron Fox at number 4. Number 5, I would go with Jrue Holiday. Number 6, I would go with Ja Morant. Hold on, let me write this down because I'm losing my train. I'm losing my train of thought because I'm trying to do 100 things at once. Don't you just hate that when you're doing 100 damn things at once? Oh man, hold on. Bear with me, people. Bear with me. Okay. All right. So, if I had to pick the point guards of today, which are really 2 guards, I would go Kyrie 1. Who did I say 2? 2, I said Damian Lillard. 3, I would go Chris Paul. 4, I would go Luka Doncic. Number 5, I would go De'Aaron Fox. No, excuse me. I would go Jrue Holiday. So my 5 would be Kyrie, Dame Lillard, Chris Paul, Luka Doncic, Jrue Holiday. Matter of fact, sorry, I would have Ja. I'm trying to think. I would have Ja Morant number 3. I would have Luka 4, Jrue 5, De'Aaron Fox 6, 7. I would have Chris Paul. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. I would have Mike Conley. Number 9, I would have Steph Curry. Number 10, I would have Trae Young. And then 11, I probably would go with Westbrook or Murray. Well, hold on. I would take Chris Paul out. I will put DeJounte Murray. So I would go Kyrie, Dame Lillard, Ja Morant, Luka Doncic, Jrue Holiday, De'Aaron Fox, DeJounte Murray, Mike Conley, Steph Curry, and then I would go Trae Young. Now, people may get pissed off at my list. They're like, dude, you got Chris Paul. You got Chris Paul number 11. And it's like, yeah, dog. It's no disrespect, but I think it's 10 guys that's better. You know, I mean, well, because De'Aaron Fox don't have nothing, and they're losing mainly because of their coach. So to me, if you want to put Chris Paul in your top 5 or 1 or top 10, I mean, that's cool. I got him at 11, and I got Westbrook at like 12. 13, I probably would have Murray. And then after that, I probably would have I probably would put mm, I probably would put Dennis Schroeder after Murray. But that's like I said, my 10 would be Kyrie, Dame Lillard, John Morant, Luka Doncic, Drew Holiday, De'Aaron Fox, DeJounte Murray, Mike Conley, Steph Curry, Trae Young, and then I would probably go Chris Paul. That would be 11. Um, well, no, I'll switch. Chris Paul has a better team. Chris Paul has a good team to me, even though he does add something. I would put Trae over him right now. People are gonna get mad, but to me, he's not overrated. I mean, look at these names: Kyrie, Lillard, Morant, Doncic, Drew Holiday, De'Aaron Fox, DeJounte Murray, Mike Conley, Steph Curry. I mean, and you could probably put Chris Paul ahead of him. It's like, dude, you can't really go wrong. Like, to me, he's not overrated. It's just that if somebody's saying that he's top five, I wouldn't get mad at it because he could be. Look at his team. If you look at, and I don't do the stat stuff. I go by watching the games. The stat stuff, people gonna be like, well, he scored this, and I don't care about all that. So now, if we look at the standings, let me see. If we look at the NBA standings, okay, the Hawks are in fourth place. Okay, they're in fourth place. And no, I don't have Ben Simmons in my top 10. I think Ben Simmons is top 16 or 17 if you want to say point guards. To me, he's more of a small forward handling the ball. So if you get upset, if you got Ben in your top 5 or 10, that's you. I do not think Ben Simmons is better than all those guys I named. Now, so basically that's how I look at it. The Nets, you got Kyrie one in that, and like I said, the Hawks are in fourth place. Their last 10 games, they're 6-4. So I can't not give credit to Trae Young. Trae Young when Trae Young got hurt, they did not make the playoffs last year. This year, they put a lot more pieces around him, and I believe Nate McMillan's probably a better coach than Lloyd Pierce. That's how it's looking. But yeah, man, Steph Curry has dropped to 9th or 10th to me, man. He statistically he's been okay, but his impact has not been there. John Morant and Luka to me, they're 3 or 4. They're right behind Dame Lillard and Kyrie. Um, Rajon Rondo, he hasn't really played the whole year, and Rondo's like 18th or 19th right now. But that doesn't mean that's bad. As a floor general, I think Rondo is better than all of them. That's just me personally. Like I told you on the last video, Rajon Rondo is a better floor general than Chris Paul, and he is. Chris Paul is the better player. So, but Trae Young is not overrated. I know people just don't like Trae Young. I mean, I don't understand it. Trae Young to me I liked him since he was at Oklahoma. Defensively, is he a liability? Well, he's 5'10", 5'11". So he's only gonna do what he can do. But he can pass, he can play the passing lanes well. He's good at hitting that mid range, and he can shoot the ball deep from three. Trae Young's a problem, and I think he's gonna be a problem for years to come if they continue to keep putting pieces. Now, I didn't put Dennis Schroeder that high because Schroeder to me is overrated. To me, he's a sixth man. He should come off the bench, but because there's injuries, he has to be in the starting lineup. Jamal Murray is not a top 10 point guard to me. I'm sorry. Jamal Murray's had a terrible year. That team has been carried by Joker and others more than him. So let me know in the comment section, do you think Trae Young is overrated, or do you think he's just rated, or you think he's underrated? I think he's just rated. I think Trae Young is top 10. He's been having a good season. People just don't like him. But I don't think he's better than Steph, Mike Conley, DeJounte, De'Aaron, Drew, Luka, Ja, Damian, or Kyrie. And there's nothing wrong with that. Those are elite guys. He's not an elite guy yet. Just give him some time and we'll see. You got to understand these guys are raw. But let me know if you like my list. Let me know if you like what I was talking about. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you like what you hear, you can donate to the page. You can cash at me at the word welcome, the number 2, and then HDIITV. Thank you for listening, and we are out. Dizzy!